One of the fastest growing markets in the world is the AI market. But why do certain data center companies or infrastructure plays seem to be doing much better than others? And what makes APLD stock different? If they're getting momentum now after a huge sell off, we see them drop below this $30 range after making a run up to $50. We started covering this stock back here around $3, $5 a share back in 2024, 2025. We've seen it run up to 50 bucks and sell down to the 200-day moving average. And while it's still in an overall uptrend with potentials to continue back to that $40 range, the reality is that they have some things that are working for them as opposed to other companies. You know, one of the things that I like about what we do with Prophecy AI, which is our analysis software, and it allows you to use all the best AI models with all the best data in the world in one place. So you don't have to pay multiple subscriptions. We basically box it in for you to be able to create and do your searches on any company and do it anywhere. And the reality is that this approach that we've been taking, it's really allowed for a lot of investors to get in, start using the software. If you guys ever want to get it, it's the third link below. But one of the reasons that I share that is because every single time that we look at data center companies, the service that they provide is going to be in direct correlation to how much growth they have. If you build something and then you're sitting there and you're saying, we have, what if I told you we have these models and they were not changing? They were kind of like hardware. Like I have an iPhone, but 6 months from now, a year from now, it's not going to be valid anymore. A lot of softwares are doing that now. A lot of data center companies are doing that now, where they're saying, we have this thing, but the reality is it can become obsolete very quickly. We update all the models with the latest and best, so you know that you're using the best models in the world, and that you're not worrying about, hey, am I using the best Claude? Am I using the best Gemini? We really pride ourselves in that. But through that, there's volatility. Sometimes that means we actually don't select the best model. We select, or the latest model, but we select the best model for what the goals are. A lot of data center companies, these companies that are building the AI infrastructure for companies like Apple and Google and Tesla and Microsoft, all of these top companies that need these data centers that look kind of like this. The reality is some of them are already using their existing infrastructure that they've built for example, I'd say about 75% of these companies like APLD, in my watch list, Keel, Keel, you got Blaze, you got Wolfstock, converted from Bitcoin mining into being AI infrastructure. And so a lot of them have this infrastructure that they built out in the past with GPUs or hardware that might be now 2 years, 3 years, 4 years old. And they're sitting there with all of their tech, and they're saying, hey, we can help you. But the thing is that infrastructure that they've built is already becoming dated. And so in order for them to keep up, they need to either construct brand new. I mean, basically that's what they need to do. They need to construct brand new, or they need to get more technology, newer technology that's going to make it worth it for these companies. So that's why I think APLD, for example, this is a company that has really grown in their contracts. Did you know that they've already signed over $30 billion in contracts for leases for data centers? And they build the data centers and construct them for companies. So basically, imagine a company is looking for solutions, but it might take them, let's say, 6 months to get in and figure it all out and then plug into the hardware. And by that time, the hardware is maybe not even that good if they're using an older data center that a lot of these Bitcoin miners might be offering. But if you look at APLD, they go to the company and they say, look, it's going to take you 10 months, or we're already starting to construct this. It's going to be 8 months from now or 6 months from now. But by the end, or when you get started, you're going to have the newest and latest technology. It's going to be the newest liquid cooling. It's going to be in a cold place, so it's going to be more energy efficient. North Dakota is going to keep it nice and cool in the winter. Or it's going to have the components, the GPUs, the photonics, the technology. Rather than copper wiring, it's photonics transferring data through the use of light. These are the types of things that make new data centers much more enticing for companies than kind of existing older infrastructure from Bitcoin miners that are converting, because their hardware might be older and it's probably been taxed. If it was mining 24/7, it was basically running at capacity constantly, whereas other companies, maybe even in the server side, might not have as much issue in getting deals because their GPUs weren't being constantly taxed or overclocked, which is common in Bitcoin mining. And so, just thinking in terms of where Applied Digital has seen the most growth, if we look at their recent news into May and into the first quarter this year, they continued to sign more deals. There was a $7.5 billion deal, and that increased their total contracted lease revenue to $31 billion across 4 AI factory campuses. So $73 billion if all renewable options at each campus are exercised in accordance with the terms. That includes CoreWeave, that includes some other smaller and larger AI hyperscalers that they've been selective on because these companies essentially are committing to brand new data centers. And when they do that, while it's really beneficial from a hardware perspective, it's going to be a little more capital intensive, so they're more selective. But what do we know? Most companies, if you listen back in the earnings the last few quarters, except for today with the earnings that were just so bad from IBM. IBM dropped massively today. I think they absolutely tanked like 23% at one point this morning. I don't know if they're still selling down, but in general, most of the companies that have done really, really well, like your Broadcoms, your Microns, your AMDs, your Nvidias, Google and Apple and Tesla, and these companies actually have had a common theme. And the common theme has been a immense and almost dramatic focus on what they call capital expenditure, CapEx, towards the construction of and the development of AI infrastructure for them to grow. And so whether that means sustainably, which is obviously a big goal, and they want to do it sustainably, or that means from a compute perspective, they need new compute, or that means immediate demand, really, really fast, quick demand, we need it right now. I think that at one point, you might have seen more of a we need this right now moment where everybody was getting contracts. But after about a year now, I think that there's a lot more companies that are, even if they did that initially, are looking for solutions similar to what APLD offers. That's why we see them continue to be one of the data center companies that continues to see more contracts. And that's why we see, if we look at their revenue over on APLD, they actually continue to grow as well. So sometimes you get these deals, let's call it this $31 billion that they have in pipeline, and they sign with CoreWeave, and things start to look really good. They're constructing these new innovative AI hyperscalers. But at the end of the day, they don't have financials show up. That has not been the case with Applied Digital. Applied Digital has seen its revenue grow significantly from, it was just 50 million in 2025 in the quarter to over 120 million consistently in the last 2 quarters. And then annually, they've seen this big jump. Now, their net income has been negative, which does mean it's been capital intensive for them. But their balance sheet has also increased with $3 billion in equity. Their assets have jumped from 1.7 to 6.2. So these are big jumps. I don't think it's ever been seen, and maybe it's been seen before, but I just remember watching for years and years and years and years for companies to make the type of growth that we're seeing happen over the course of literally a year, going from $1.7 billion in assets to now over 6.2 billion. That's a huge raise. That's a huge increase. And then at the same time, seeing the revenue essentially 5x from just 8 million in the whole year of 2022 to now over 126 million per quarter. And that's a massive increase. And so just seeing the real world demand as well as the financials show up is also been super key for them to continue to grow. Now, I want to also stress that it's never been easy to find these stocks. You get a lot of different companies that are in the conversation that get hyped up, a lot of different shillers, and I would say 90% of them are having very, very short life cycles. Life cycles meaning market cycles. They surge, they go pop, and they start to rally up really fast, and then very quickly, the stocks are selling off drastically. And you see it happen with a lot of these speculative plays in the AI data center plays. But when you look at the ones that have good financials, it's been this steady uptrend like APLD. It's been this steady uptrend with healthy pullbacks, which is expected. And it's because they have fresh new contracts. A company like this, in order to continue their trajectory, is going to probably need to come out with contracts, once every quarter or every other quarter in the 5 to 10 to $15 billion range. They've been doing that consistently. And so far into this quarter, it's looking like their next earnings most likely will be a surprise and do well because they just are absolutely crushing the pipeline of deals because the demand is so high. Now the infrastructure, whether it's the expense side, it looks like net income's negative. It could be because they're spending tremendous on photonics technology, liquid cooling technologies, new GPUs. NVIDIA has really high profit margins and they're not cheap. AMD even is starting to increase their profit margins big time. And so it's not cheap to build these things. So there is going to be some, backlash as well where people might be excited about it. They see the big deal, but then the net income isn't as good as maybe they would anticipate. Again, like big increases on revenue, but still losing 100 million in that last quarter. Now they could basically do that for 3 or 4 years straight and not run out of their reserves that they have in equity right now. But nevertheless, you don't really want to see that. You want to see them start to turn a profit at some point, as that would be good for the shareholders. But as they continue to grow, as they continue to see more momentum, that's really just part of the upstart. It just depends on whether they start to really turn it into that positive net income. Nevertheless, seeing their market cap now at 12 billion seems high, but looking at their current pipeline, it actually seems fairly low. And 12.94 billion is just a fraction of that $30 billion pipeline, or 70 billion if things all go through with their current leases. So keeping that in mind, I do like APLD as a company. According to this oversell, you got RSI, MACD is oversold. These are indicators. They don't act as a sole indicator that tells the truth all the time, but you pair that with some data, pair that with some projections on prophecy here from the top AI models in the world. We do see some volatility in the next week, even some negative sell-offs, some more volatility. And these results definitely vary, but into the longer term timeframes, we see a lot of bullish projections for APLD. And so these are future projections based on billions of data points. And friendly reminder, if you ever want to get your hands on this, it's the third link in the description. If you want to tune on into our daily live trading sessions that we have every morning, like we did this morning, then you can find it in the second link in the description below. If you ever want to work with me one-on-one, it's the first link in the description below. Appreciate you all. Thanks so much for tuning in. If I earned your thumbs up, hit the like button. Let me know what you think about APLD in the comment section below. Do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.